snaps to take it, and it is what it is, bro. Like, and then on top of that, Rolly Mero and Isak ain't even for a belt. It's at a catch weight. Like what? That's what I'm mad about. People safeguarding with safeguarding them belts. That's all I'm saying, man. If you gonna throw a pay-per-view, let at least have a main event. You know what I'm saying? Oh shoot, I think he actually hopped out. But I see you streaming though. You if you could hear me heavy bag, you streaming this, Brody. But but yeah, at the same time though, that's what I'm mad about, bro. If you gonna if you gonna take a guy 2 years, give him a shot at something. Don't call it catch weight because you 1 pound over. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear none of that. Oh, they might as well be 160. Nah, man, that shit should be at 154, and it should be for that goddamn belt. You know, if Thurman come in there looking as good, now don't take this like I'm saying the man Superman or anything like that. But if he come in looking, let's just say he come in looking like at least how he did the last time, I could see him probably giving Tim Tszyu some problems until the late rounds. That's how I see it. So at least it'll be entertaining until then. B, what's up, folks? What's going on, bro? So, I mean, we've seen this from PBC before with King Kong. And, it's the beginning of the year. They're not going to give you the entree up front. You know what I'm saying? They're going to test the water, see what they can get, and get people to get to buy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's the end of the world. And like I said, Amazon Prime, he keep dropping out. And then Amazon Prime, that's the big title, but it's not only streaming to Amazon Prime. They left it open-ended. You can go anywhere. And goddamn me, basically the way they made it sound and still get through cable on pay-per-view. It ain't just Amazon Prime. It's just access to Amazon Prime customers. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to see if it's gonna be some type of discount if you with Amazon Prime or something like that, like how DAZN do. You know what I'm saying? If you with DAZN, you get I think $10 off the pay-per-view or something like that. So I'm wondering if they're gonna do it like that. Who knows? But I just feel like everybody mad about the whole reason, the wrong reason. Tim Tszyu. I'm still not completely sold on him. Heavy Bag likes him. A bunch of other people like him. You know what I'm saying? My boy Nine likes him. Everybody raves about him. But man, I think it's a good fight for him, man. Good name just to put on his resume. And that's just what it is. What it do, Brody? I see you got it working.
Yeah. I'm trying to get the audio straight now. Just keep rolling.
Okay, I got you. But yeah, so that's how I feel about that. And this Rolly and Isak, they talking about 140. It's supposed to be like at 138 or something like that. That's another you safeguarding. You know what I'm saying? Another belt. Like I say, this is just a high price showcase. You know what I'm saying? And again, the way I feel about it, I can say all this. Me being the boxing man that I am, I already know I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna get it.
All right, I'm here with you now. I'm caught up. What happened now?
No, man, I'm saying
talking about the
everybody
Keith
mad
Thurman.
about. Yeah, everybody mad because it's Keith Thurman. I'm like, y'all should be mad that it's Keith Thurman. Mad because it ain't for a belt. Mad because that man got the belt, and you gonna say, oh, it's 155. We ain't gonna sanction that. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna take a man
I ain't tripping that it's Keith Thurman, but I understand the frustration. You know what I'm saying? Because this somebody who you ain't been seeing, who's been inactive, who ain't fought in 25 months. He comes out of nowhere and he's got a fight with Tim Tszyu. You know what I mean? So I can understand the frustration.
I think you got to be like a Tim Tszyu super fan. I'm not 100% sold on Tim Tszyu yet. I'm just
well. There's a lot of Aussies who love him.
Oh yeah, he got a country, bro. That's the thing about that. Shit, they was behind Jeff Horn.
Yeah, facts. Facts. But I like Tim Tszyu. I ain't gonna front, man. I truly like Tim Tszyu. I've been following Tim Tszyu for a good minute. Mm-hmm. And the fight that really took me over the top for Tim Tszyu, and I know a lot of people is gonna have a lot of pushback about it, but it was the Tony Harrison fight. That was the test for me. Now, mind you, a lot of people gonna say that was an over the hill Tony Harrison. That wasn't the same Harrison that beat Jermell Charlo, but it was still a real test for Tim Tszyu. And he passed that test with flying colors. So, and at that point for me, I was like, okay, Tim Tszyu, I believe, is the real deal. You know what I mean? So, but I ain't mad at the Keith Thurman fight, bro. I'm not mad at the Keith Thurman fight at all. Hell no.
I'm sure not, man. I mean, it's gonna be a good name on dude's resume. Like I say, if Thurman look as good, I hate to use the word good, but if he looked like how he did, at least in his last fight, I could see it going in later rounds, and then he get Thurman out of there. I could actually see Thurman actually getting taken out.
Oh yeah. Now he could most definitely. You know what I mean? Especially, and everybody know he weak to the body. So if Tim can get the right game plan together, he could. I think he definitely could knock KO Keith Thurman. But my thing is, and I don't think it's far fetched. At 35 years old, I mean, you're a little older, but you can have those flashes of your prime. And look at Bud at 36. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Not saying that Keith Thurman is completely washed, but I think he could have some flashes. And Keith Thurman always gave people problems with that footwork. You know what I mean? So if he comes into this fight 15 round shape and can, still got flashes of that good footwork, he still got enough pop, I think, to garner a little bit of respect. It could be an interesting fight.
Yeah, I think it's gonna last for the first 6 rounds, and that's when Tim Tszyu gonna put the gas on him. And, I mean, like you said, he's soft to the body. You saw that in the last fight he had. He ain't like that at all. And you saw the old man coming up out on him when he was walking back to that corner. You know what I'm saying? It took a toll on him. And then, like I said, I'm not sold on him, but I'm not saying that like I think he's garbage. I just think that he needs some more polishing. But you bring up a great point with Tony Harrison. He do know how to turn up when he need to turn up. You know what I'm saying? He do know how to get his feet to moving. You know what I'm saying? He don't have to seem so flat-footed. He'll move if he got to move, goddamn it, and start cutting the ring off on him.
Cutting the ring off, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know absolutely. And he's going to have to do a lot of that versus Keith Thurman. Because for the most part, we feel like Keith is climbing up off the couch, but we don't know how much work he's been putting in. I thought, to be honest, Mario Barrios had a great chance against Keith Thurman. I know a lot of people picked Keith Thurman to win that fight, but I was a little worried for him coming into that fight. And you could still see, a lot of great stuff left in the tank from Keith Thurman, even though that was 2 years ago now. You could see a lot of good stuff left in there from Keith Thurman as he turned Mario Barrios into an avatar in that fight.
My thing is too on that, like that last fight here, he was coming off a long layoff off of that one. It's just a matter, like you say, has he stayed active since then, at least in the gym? You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when you think about it, he did let us know several months ago that, him and Al, I guess they were supposed to be kind of plotting on maybe getting a fight before with either Earl Spence or Bud Crawford when they couldn't get their negotiations right. Right. Because, Keith was waiting in the wind just in case they couldn't get those negotiations right. Yeah. He would be ready to fight one of those guys. So we don't know how much work he was putting in then just a few, several months ago.
That's true. I definitely remember that. That's when it went to Twitter.
He could have had a whole training camp preparing for that negotiation fallout, even though it happened. So we don't know what kind of shape Keith Thurman is, but I think I want to say it's safe to say he loses this fight to Tim Tszyu, but I would say, because this is what I was just saying in the video. I said this. People forget at one point in time, Keith Thurman was the guy. You could argue that Keith Thurman was the best welterweight in the game. He was unified, WBC, WBA. He's only got one loss, and that comes to a legend. He's 30-1, 22 knockouts. It's a stellar career from Keith Thurman. It's just the fact that the Danny Garcia fight maybe took so much out of him. And then he gets the big payday versus Pacquiao. He's over 10 million. So you chilling. You a fat rat.
Right. And plus,
we don't know what the drive. Yeah, and then he just got married. So had the baby. You know what I'm saying? So we don't really know what's left in Keith Thurman, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see some flashes of a prime Keith Thurman.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. Especially Thurman's smart mentally, just all around, man. His game plan gonna be to try to tire that big old dude out, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a big boy.
Facts.
He not little. You know what I'm saying? Thurman definitely gonna look little in this fight. You know what I mean? So I just expect him to use more brains, you know what I'm saying, than Brian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
Like he did Barrios.
Yeah, and it's just gonna be about that gas tank. Okay, this is gonna show me Tszyu's mental toughness. Can I peep what he's doing besides his fist, besides everything else? Like, I see your game plan. You think you just finna tire me the hell out, and think you gonna try to come on in them late rounds on me and outbox me? You crazy? You get what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
the little things I be like. Ford's being a complete fighter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like I said, and I also want to see more variety from Tszyu. Like he uses he uses his right hand a whole lot, and I fear he gonna get to somebody like if I could sucker him to get down there going in panic mode, and he gonna start just keep throwing it. He gonna mess around and get baited into something. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But I'm rooting for him. I'm never against no boxer. I just want to see a little bit more. And
yeah, listen, man,
this is a good name to have on his resume.
This is the perfect name. If you're not getting Crawford or anybody else, this is it's the perfect name, because who's more accomplished than a Keith Thurman? Now whether it be a older, maybe even washed Keith Thurman, it's still a great scalp to have on the resume. I say the same thing about Keith Thurman and AB. Call them what you want, they still good names to have on the resume. You know what I mean? You got a unified world champion in Keith Thurman, then you got a 4-division world champion in AB. Can you knock them out, or can you beat them? That's the question. And if you can, then that's great to have on the resume.
Exactly.
For legacy's sake. Exactly. And then on top of that, Tszyu said after the Mendoza fight, he wanted to come to the States. It was his dream to come to the States. This gives him an opportunity to come to Vegas and fight Keith Thurman and fulfill that dream. So that's what's up.
That's what a lot of want. You know what I'm saying? This is the over there, because still overseas, watching a lot of overseas boxing. They box often, and it's because like paydays ain't as big as what they see over here. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They see this is the big leagues. Like, I'm going
it is. It's the big market.
You know what I'm saying?
This is where you make a big name.
Yeah.
Facts.
I come over, fight 2 times a year and make more than, they probably over fighting 8 times. You know what I'm saying? It's people that are still boxing like that, straight going at it every other month. So, yeah, I can definitely see it, you know what I'm saying? Kind of being talking about like, shit, I ain't even trying to go back over there unless it's a big fight. He won't stay over here and start trying to make a name for himself. And I ain't gonna lie, I want kind of being to make a name for himself. You know what I'm saying?
I do too. I'm kind of glad that whole situation behind him. I maybe a little bit more than I do. I know they was coming down hard on Conor being about the PEDs, but it ended up being atypical shit like it was for Artur Beterbiev, right?
Yeah, and they was duloing him, man. I think it's something going on with Matchroom and all them over there, where like when you want to leave or you start acting big and brash, everybody pop dirty.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah, bro. I'm for real, man. McCaskill was lying, man. Bro. McCaskill, they threatened. She came out and they made her apologize. She apologized her own way. They told her that wasn't good enough and made her re-apologize. Then you had Alicia Baumgartner, Conor Ben. What's my guy that was supposed to fight Tyson Fury? He popped dirty the day before.
Say that again.
My guy, wasn't he supposed to fight Tyson Fury? And he Chisora, wasn't it? Was it Chisora? Or what's the other one name?
He popped dirty the day before he was supposed to fight Tyson Fury.
Yeah, it was like the day before or 2 days before, and he was like, man, I ain't never did no. He was like, I ain't never did that.
It might have been Chisora.
He was like,
I don't know. I can't remember.
Bro.
But shout out James Daly in the chat, man. He say zoo homework done 4.5 years ago for Manny Pacquiao sparring. Okay, wow.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel you on that, boss. Double E, the real double E double. What up, man?
Yeah, he does. But now, like, it's something with that, and like kind of being was getting, as my grandma used to say, you getting too big for your britches.
Yeah.
he was on camera just starting to talk reckless to Eddie. He got tired of questions. When you gonna fight Amir Khan? This one Amir Khan still was trying to come back. He was like, why y'all ask me? Eddie right there. Eddie, you got his number? Call him. Like he was talking bad to Eddie, bro. He was talking bad to Eddie. And then all of a sudden, he popped dirty.
Bing. I don't know what if they you got to get them against some top 5 guys, man. If they're gonna continue to try and push Conor Ben. I mean, that's the only person in the 147 stable he got, and unfortunately for him, the 47 division then quieted down, man. We were just talking about we couldn't remember the last time 47 wasn't like fire hot.
Right.
It's fizzled out.
Yeah, for the time being.
For the time being, you know,
it's a whole new world there now. It's a great time for me. I look at this as a great time. Like I try to tell my viewers, man. Yeah, all the stars is moving on, but this is the time to start watching what's up and coming, bro. Like just pay attention, bro. You gotta remember, all these guys started somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Just watch. You gonna see it. You gonna see that flash. Like, damn, you saw that? It might even be one sequence, and that's all he needs for his next fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? To get that spark to that flame. You know what I mean? So,
but when I look at some of these guys at 47 now, they still got a ways to be built up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because the casual fans, in order for these guys to be big names, you know what I'm saying? The casual fans got to eventually find out about them. And that has to be built. And I think it's the perfect landscape now for, you know, Boots to thrive, even Conor Ben to thrive, Stanley Jonas to thrive. I thought Keith Thurman would at least, you know, depending on what Bud Crawford does, stay there and try and pick up a belt. And it's making more and more sense to me. Bud Crawford need to just go ahead and let him go.
Yeah.
What do you think? Matter of fact, let me ask you that. What you think about that situation with Bud Crawford? Do you think he should just go ahead and vacate those scraps, man?
Yeah,
and let them youngins at 47 go?
Yeah, because if you have no plans on staying there, I think this is just me thinking, like, at first, I think he holding on to him as a safety net, right? Like, before they strip him. Like, I'm holding this. If this Earl shit don't go through, I still could probably possibly get it. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, somebody, a decent fight, right? But then when they strip you, I'm like, okay, if now I'm like everybody else, okay, what else at 147 gonna bring you in some decent money? It would be Boots. It's not gonna be big as Earl money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, no,
it could be. You know what I was thinking? My boy said something.
What's that?
It could be the Teofimo Lopez fight. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, but
I'll be honest with you. Who's big? Who's a bigger name?
Got a bigger name. Tio got the bigger name.
Hell
Tio
yeah,
has the bigger name.
That's a big fight for Bud.
But see, this the whole debacle that people don't understand. He's not signed to PBC. He's inked the contract. That fight deal. It would be up to Al or Tim Brown, whoever, to basically let him out, have a fight. You get what I'm saying? That's the thing about it. Like, people think like, well, he could just go fuck with whoever he want to fuck with. He still owe that man a fight. And that's going to be like kind of hell come high water when you got a whole new boxing publication just not going.
You trying to say Bob could hold that fight up?
No, Bob wouldn't hold that up. I think Al would hold that up.
Oh, I mean, Al will hold that.
Yeah, Bob like money. Bob walked.
What are you talking about? Bud owes Al a fight?
Yeah, the Earl.
Nah, because you got something what they call contract duration. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was.
As long as these other motherfucking contracts we done heard, I know exactly what you talking about.
Okay.
We usually know. The only date we had was, when was that? He had to say that he wanted to rematch by a certain date. He waited all the way to like goddamn me damn near 11:59 to say I want my rematch. But we haven't heard no date of how long it prolongs. Other fights we've heard that it would come out like he got to XYZ to say this and third. The only one, it was one other. It was Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury. When Tyson Fury was trying to go fight somebody else. When Tyson Fury was trying to go fight somebody else, and they was like, hell no, you owe me my fucking rematch, and Deontay took him to court behind it, remember?
Yeah. That was the Tyson Fury joint.
Yeah, so
but that was a pure straight breach of contract. They just tried to go around him.
But wasn't no date. Wasn't no date thrown out. Tyson Fury kept saying, "Well, I'm not gonna. What am I supposed to do? Just keep waiting on you? Remember, I want to stay active."
I forget. I can't. When I can't. I had the details of that shit. I just can't fucking remember. It's been so long.
But
I don't know. But and see, right now we just don't know. I say contract duration, but I just don't know. I felt like it was probably a December deadline because initially that's what we kept hearing.
That's what. But
it had to happen by December.
But we had I had been hearing anyway that shit wasn't gonna happen just because they was finna end that shit.
Yeah, I mean, it makes
in the middle of December with Showtime.
That makes the most sense because that's what we kept hearing. Hold up, real quick. James Daly in the chat. He said, "Who's the A side, guys?" The poster says Thurman Tszyu. That's a good question.
It ain't for a belt, so they're gonna use Thurman to try to.
Yeah, because it's not for the WBO scrap. And the WBO declined to sanction this fight due to some great reasons. And if you guys don't know in here, I know initially you heard that it was going to be for the 54 WBO scrap. That is not the case. The WBO stepped in and said, listen, Keith Thurman ain't fought in 25 months. He's not ranked in the WBO at 54. He's not ranked at the WBO at 47. So this is not going to be a world championship fight. And it'll be at a catch weight of 155 pounds.
Right.
So because that transpired, Keith Thurman has been on pay-per-view before. He's the more accomplished fighter. He's a former unified world champion. So it probably makes sense to make it Thurman Tszyu. Would you agree, bro?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like I said, like I tell them, the only thing I was mad about, I agree with them. He shouldn't be able to, but my thing is,
and it's going to be in the States.
Right. It's a pay-per-view for glorified showcase fights. That's I should be mad at that. And if I'm going to pay for it, it should be a championship. You know what I'm saying? Like, we paying for undercard fights, bro. You know what I'm saying? We paying for undercard fights, bro. There's no ending to the story. You know what I'm saying?
I hate the fact that this one pay-per-view, but yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
But we saw this before with who was that? Who did King Kong Ortiz fight at the beginning of the year? Charles Martin. And it was a pay-per-view.
The King.
You know what I'm saying?
That bullshit,
happens, bro. Like,
that's
what they do.
That was last year.
Yeah, it was last year.
Beginning of last year.
They gonna give you some. They give you some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
My guy Mark Wynn in the chat. Shout out Mark Wynn, man. Cop the Heavy Bad Boxing TV t-shirt out there all the way in Australia. Right, representing for your boy. He said, I think Bud gonna whip Spence again, then come for Tim. Man, I can dig it. That fight actually happens next.
I wish, man, like, man.
Do you think the rematch happens, Slick? You think the rematch happens?
Hell yeah.
Next?
I think Earl really want that shit, man. That's one thing I ain't gonna never take away from Earl, bro. Earl a dog. And if he beat me the
still don't want to see it.
I gotta salute the man. I'm hoping he do it, bro. Not
I'm
out my
old school,
selfishness because I'm a
man.
Bud fan, bro. Just like shit. If that was me, I want my cookies back, bro. You got at least, man. That's like I said. You shooting dice, somebody take.
I would be cool with that if it was a fight. It wasn't a fight.
Well, here's my thing.
I would be cool with it.
But right now, if it was still at 147, I'd be just like you. No, hell no. He claims 154. He feel he gonna be more energetic. He's more comfortable with that weight, and I want to see if it's true. I want to see if it's true. I think really he's
gonna wash him again, bro.
Yeah, I
kept saying to shout out to anybody who heard me.
I think it's gonna happen the same way. I do. I'm not saying it's gonna be different, bro. I don't see it because the stuff that people call.
So if you think it'll be the same way, why would you want to see it again if you think it's gonna be the same way?
Because it's like because it's like an if, like, okay,
that if factor is strong.
Factor, because like I was telling everybody before everything came out, bro. I was like, I'm telling you, Bug gonna whoop him simply because this man started with that jab. He gonna come out. If Nine was on here to tell you, I call that shit like it wasn't shit. He came out here and watched the fight with me. He was like, God damn, you was right. I said, it's easy work for him. I said, the skills is going to showcase. He dealing with a dude who could switch, but I said, if I was Bud, I'm coming out southpaw all fucking day. And I said it before everybody heard Bob say it on the tube. And I don't even know if you heard Bob say it on the tube. I said, how many southpaws Earl fought?
Yeah.
Then I pointed out doing the workouts. I said, look at this shit. That nigga Derek switched. Earl didn't know what to do. Earl did not know what to do. He was like,
and tailor made.
Yeah, it was like
tailor made. That's just being tailor made. Bud too smart, man.
Bud got too smart, skills, bro.
Hold up, real quick in the chat. Shout out Shane Lyons, man. I don't know if he from yours or mine. Oh, he say hey lads. He's an Aussie, so.
Okay, that's what's up.
Hey lads, I do believe in ring rust, and I feel Keith's age will cause him to run out of gas. Tim doesn't slow down. I've never not once seen Tim gas. Shout out Shane Lyons. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button while y'all in here too, man.
He take rounds off. He just good at pacing himself.
The way he be knocking motherfuckers around, man. I think in that Mendoza fight was the first time in a couple of those rounds I felt like he took up. Yeah, and he needed to because Mendoza had a iron fucking chin, bro.
Yeah, he was eating.
And that's why I was telling people you gotta give Tim Tszyu a lot of credit. And I do believe he can crack, but he ran into Mendoza, who just has a iron chin.
Right.
And so you had to take a few breaks in there and be like, God damn, I can't land but so many right hands.
Like said,
that shit gets frustrating.
He was just hitting that man. But no, man, that's smarts, man.
But that's the first fight. Yeah, where I thought he might have he tuckered out a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna happen. Sure. But that show, like I said, them the small tidbits I pay attention to. He learned to pace myself. He peeped it, like, okay, this might not happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we passed it. Let me try to go.
He was trying.
Just in case. Right. He showed
that motherfucker was trying.
he showed
Tim was trying to get him out of there, man. Mendoza's a tough motherfucker. That's why I say 54. Listen, I want to see that Mendoza Spence. I would rather have Mendoza Spence next than to see the Bud rematch. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that.
I can see that.
You know?
But see, he don't want, man. Earl don't want that. Earl don't take too much, like they say. And I don't understand.
You got the next one, man. Who was that? B.
What, B?
B, yeah.
He said, I get that no belts are on the line, but this is still a good card. But it's a showcase fight though.
Then you got Rolly and Pitbull, co-main event. I like it.
But it just answers my question before when I was like, what is Al gonna do? Because if everything gonna be pay-per-view, where are you squeezing your showcase fights?
Yeah.
Where you squeezing your new guys? Where you know what I'm saying? Where you put all that? So now this just shows me this. You see what I'm saying? Because Eastside and Rolly easily could have been a main event on a showcase fight.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, hell yeah. Easy.
You know what I'm saying?
And pay-per-view.
He had a room for it. He don't have he don't have a place for it right now.
I think they tried their best to make this first one okay, here y'all go. We coming. You know what I mean? We gonna load you up. Like my man James Daly said in the chat, Fundora on the undercard. For full WBC title, Jermell now champion in recess. What?
Yeah, I was talking about that when I first started the show, bro.
Okay, for real. That they announced that today.
Yeah, man. I was just telling him, I was like, dog,
they news
just
to me,
take
y'all.
the belt from him.
Video coming. I did not know that. So
they took
today
the belt from him.
it's official. Jermell Charlo WBC champ in recess, and now the WBC is up for. So who Fundora fighting on the undercard for?
A guy that I can't pronounce his name, bro. I ain't never saw him, bro. That's why I said no. I was saying no disrespect to him, but I know if he was some good and I saw him, I would knew his name.
So he must be number 2 in the WBC, bro.
Yeah, Shahil something. I'm not gonna butcher his last name, dog, bro. I'm not gonna do it. It's BOHACHUK. He's 23-1. But I don't recall seeing him, bro. You know, and I definitely his face. I don't. I mean, the names he fought, I really don't know these guys neither, bro.
Word. Let me see.
So he definitely ain't been on TV. You know what I'm saying? Patrick Aloti, he was 42.
Sir Hill Bohochuk. And then it's got Charles Conwell and Brian Mendoza. Brian Mendoza ranked the WBC. And they got Sebastian Fundora now at number 3 because he was number 1. Wow. I did not know they added that to the card, bro.
But they call that strip now, man. I don't call that strip because he still get to come back and fight for that belt, bro. They ain't strip. That's just
sort of, kind of, I mean, but as long as he still got his opportunity, you know what I mean.
Yeah, that's not technically strip. Like I said,
I did not know. I've been busy today, man. So that news got about me.
If somebody correct me, I swear to God, I think it was 2020, the last time he defended that damn belt, and that was Jetson Rosario, if I'm mistaken, when he did that fake ass shit on the damn ground.
Yeah.
Like he was having a damn
damn. Yeah, that might have been, man. It might have been. It's been a minute. I knew WBC would be the first to go if it started happening. So yeah, it's been that long for sure. Appreciate that too, James Daly. Mark Wynn in the chat, my guy Mark. He said Bud said after the fight he would take the rematch if he a man of his word, he would. Yeah. Some things didn't change though, because Spence threw a little bit of salt in the game, especially with these excuses and whatnot. But you're absolutely right. But he didn't tell us what weight he would rematch him. He just said he would give him a rematch, right?
Who?
Bud did say he would rematch.
He did say definitely. He said it was hard for him to make weight. He wouldn't mind doing 154, but he never said.
Yeah, he never committed to it.
154.
He just said he would give him a rematch.
Yeah, and the thing is, we don't see. Earl has registered himself as a 154 pounder now. That's another crazy thing.
Shit, man. That's probably where it's gonna take place at.
Right, but Bud ain't did it yet.
They're gonna say, listen, Bud, we're gonna give you all the money. It's your turn to get all of the money.
He gonna need that fight, man. He need that fight, bro.
Come on, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess if everybody else want to see it, then cool. I guess I'm just old school in that way, man. It was a one-sided ass whooping, man.
No doubt.
I just don't want to see it no more, bro. You know, back in the day, man, when you got your ass whooped and you got your ass whooped thoroughly, you moved on. That was it. No goddamn rematch. Nobody want to see this shit.
Earl got them fans not gonna let it go, bro. He got get spanked twice, bro. They
ain't gonna let it go, man.
I promise to God, they come up with all this stuff, ribs, this, that, and the third. And when I say go back and watch that fight, you tell me how any one of your excuses line up to what you watching on that screen.
Yeah,
it don't. Even when he say him getting what Earl say, why you think I was getting hit with so many jabs and hooks?
Yeah, because he had cataract.
He nothing on his own.
But if you look at the fight, he was getting hit with jabs and hooks from both sides.
Man,
both sides was getting
dude.
That's why I ain't want to hear them excuses, man. All of that shit ain't nothing but excuses to me, bro.
He's
you
not
got
an ABC fighter, bro. He came in with one game plan, and that was it.
That's it. He don't have a bag big enough to mess with Bud, bro.
Right.
That's
There's no plan B, no plan C. This is what.
Yeah. And I said that from the get-go, as far as I felt like Bud had a bigger bag, but I still felt like it was a 50-50 fight because he's so fundamentally sound. And if the pressure busts pipes. But Bud showed you that he was different, man. And here's the thing. You whooped everybody else's ass with the same injuries and whatever the hell else you got going on. You whooped everybody else's ass.
That's why I say, y'all ain't say that he had cataracts when he fought what's my boy name? Cuban what's his name? The one that fought Pacquiao.
Who? Say that again?
Who did Earl fight? The dude I just went blank, goddamn it. Cuban cat broke his ass.
Oh, bald head nigga, man. Why I can't think of his name.
I swear to God. I can't. This was what I'm talking about.
Because he whooped Pacquiao. He took the belt from Pacquiao.
Right.
Ugas, yeah.
Shout
there you go. Appreciate you, Mark.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah. He had cataracts back then.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. And listen, it takes, looking at from the little research I did, it take a while for that cataracts,
man,
to build up on you, bro.
And that too, and the heel, and typically you get your other eye done.
Yeah.
It
Scraped
ain't
up.
just that eye. You know what I'm saying? I was just
And something was funny about them pictures too, man, because it's like the
Man.
bandage kept switching sides.
Man, I don't know what people doing. I just thought maybe he knocked his eye loose again or something, bro. It was the same damn eye. I was like, maybe he went to go get it fixed and told us some cataracts because he knew somebody's gonna see him outside with that patch over it again. You know what I'm saying?
It's all bullshit, Mr. Barkley. It's all bullshit. Appreciate you, Mark.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, he didn't have no problem against Ugas. And then listen, you come right off the accident and fight somebody like a Danny Garcia.
Yes.
No excuses then.
Nope.
Everybody was calling you Superman then.
I promise you.
You ran into Bud Crawford, man. That's all that happened.
You know,
shout out James Daly in the chat. He said any belt that any Charlo holds today is corrupted. To WBC and WBA.
Bruh. I think they want them boys to shine so bad. Me personally, I ain't gonna lie, man. They probably be larger than life, bro. It just you can't be larger than life fighting once a year. Or once every 3 years and once every you know what I'm saying?
And it had a lot to do with the divisions as well, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of the big names was scattered, and then in the lower divisions, all of that matters, man. Because you got to get the casual fan involved. You know what I'm saying?
Say. That matters to us. To us, because we watch boxing, we want to see pure competition. But if you go by yesteryear, how it used to be, you see a big name or a semi-big name, and then you fight your mandatories or you fight, you know what I'm saying? Stay busy somehow. You know, and because the casual, I'm gonna be honest, today's casual don't give a damn about that shit. They just want to see their favorite fighter beat the fuck out of somebody. Hence Tank. They don't give a damn.
Beat the fuck. And Earl Spence.
Earl Spence just beat the fuck
because there's no way this rematch would be happening without a bunch of casual ball huggers crying about seeing Earl Spence fight again, bro.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day,
who you mate? I didn't see the start. This is my guy Slick. I'm actually screaming a destination off of his channel. You guys can go and follow or subscribe to my guy at GMT Sports, right?
Yeah, at GMT Sports. Or if it come up with some watches for some reason, man, type you can type at GMT Boxing because it still pop up under there too.
Yeah, this was a long time coming. Somebody who I've been following and rocking out with, man. And when he gets on, I try and get on with him and check him out a whole, rock out with him. So these are and Mark Wynn, James, these are a bunch of my Aussie family, man. They've been rocking with me for a minute. I appreciate that too, man. Yeah, so GMT Sports, man, y'all rock out with my boy.
But yeah, man. So like in this day and age, it's like people don't peep like just. It's like a revolving circle. We at the age now where you can have your stars, line them up, and still make a shitload of money, bro. But the thing that's missing is these guys don't have a lot of investors, and like they used to back then. Don had a line of money. He knew people to call. Bob same way. That's why Bob still float. His credit long. PBC, I don't feel like their credit ain't that long, bro. Now you with Amazon and they ain't fronting you no money.
Yeah.
So I'm dying to see how this finna look. Is it gonna look like the bubble? Or what? You know what I'm saying? Doing both it? Like what are we gonna do?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I want to see the whole outlook of the show. I want to see what is this gonna look like.
I feel you. That's why I'm not mad about this whole Saudi situation. I'm not mad. People is mad. They talking about fuck the Saudis and all kind of stuff. I'm not mad at all. Shout out James. He said Maul fought recently with no title. He did. He fought Benavidez at a catch weight. No title.
But that was
some bullshit.
It was a bullshit, but it was also kind of understandable though. Like, I mean, how long? It was 3 years, bro?
Don't fucking matter.
3 years.
Listen, man. I always feel like if you the champ, the belt should be up, or this fight shouldn't be happening.
I feel you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. Maybe because like I don't know. I don't like degrading no black man on here, but like that man has some issues, and I was just like, I don't even know should he be boxing right now, bro.
Yeah, like, I'm cool with that, but
you know what I'm saying?
We gave you enough time.
No, that's a fact.
So you get to have the time, and you get to have all the perks.
Well, you see what they doing though. I mean, shit, they about to serve him up.
Yeah, I
supposedly
guess it was
Canelo.
all. Yeah, it was all for sacrificial reasons.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's get his name back out there, get him back
Yeah,
recognized. You know, and now
but
he about to fight Canelo.
even if he fights Canelo, he'll still be 160 champion. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that shit.
saying.
That shit. Yeah, that's true. That's
You
true.
know what I'm saying? If Canelo is in fact his next fight, and that's who he picked, if he loses to Canelo, he'll be just like Mel and still a champion at 160.
Yeah.
You should have just put the title up against Benavidez. It just would have made you look better. And then he dominated Benavidez at the same
Yeah,
time.
he
You
did.
know,
Yeah,
he looked great
Yeah,
to
he did.
me.
No, he looked good. Yeah, he shot me.
Yeah,
He shot me.
I thought he
I
did
didn't
a
think
great.
he did good to have that rest on him. He didn't look.
I mean,
like
that jab was on
once
point.
he got in his rhythm, bro. He was on point, bro. He was on point. He was always the better of the two for me, anyways, though. But you know,
yeah, I could say that. Well, I don't know, man, because man, they both was really good to me, man.
I used to call one no retreat and the other one retreat.
So Maul's no retreat.
Yeah, Jamal step into his punches, and once he get in his groove, he stand right there in front of you with that rock. You know how he do. He standing right there, wait for you to make your mistakes and make you pay for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas Mel, he gonna come with that jab and pop.
Got better footwork.
He go back.
That's why.
Go back. But he got bet right. You see what I'm saying?
Mel's got better footwork.
Their own thing.
And that's what Maul said in the interview. He said, "Listen, I'm not fighting Canelo the same way my brother fight him. Y'all, that's not what you about to see.
Right.
I'm finna be in there throwing.
Right.
And in my head, I'm like, damn, that just might would get your ass knocked out.
Yeah, have some patience, goddamn me.
Because I don't care what nobody say. Jamal Charlo can't knock out Canelo Alvarez. You're not gonna do it. If Triple G can't do it, if you and he got hit with some solid shots by Kovalev and Bivol, 175 pounders can't hurt this guy.
Yeah, he got a hard head, bro.
Your brother punches was just like gnats at a barbecue.
Right.
You're not finna knock out Canelo Alvarez, bro.
Nah, he gotta be patient like Bivol. Bivol already knew that shit. Like, nah, this dude ain't going down like that. I'm about to box the shit out this cat. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can do. But I think Jamal he is gonna have his moments where he gonna try to take it to him. You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to see him end up like what's my guy name? BJ. You know, where he get his
Billy Joe.
Billy Joe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see, he was trying to take it to him and he was having some success. But he just didn't know that Canelo was analyzing his ass with them feints. And your ass bent down, bow, and gave it to you.
Canelo just like Tank. Everybody initially has some type of success. Everybody. And you know what's crazy? Out of all of those guys, I feel like Jermell Charlo did the worst. I think Caleb Plant did better than Jermell.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Joe did better than Jermell.
I don't even think Jermell tried.
Yeah, man. It was a poor performance, bro.
This is a big, because I really believe, because he had slipped up. He was talking to my guy Custer, right? Yeah. He was like, because at first it probably been Jamal, remember that? And they switched it. They tried to play it like it was a misprint, but then he was like, yeah, and I'm stepping up for my brother because he got his issues. He said that one time, he ain't said no more. And I don't think he was supposed to say that. So I really do believe like, hey, your brother can't do it. You gonna have to do it. He looked at it like, dude, I'm undisputed. But this is a big payday. I'm gonna get this payday, but I don't care about winning up here. I'm still gonna be champ where I'm at. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I honestly don't think he cared, bro. Cause I mean,
that's believable. I believe everybody saw the fight and understood he fought like he didn't.
Yeah, like
I mean,
like if that's how he fight, bro, I was like, nah, bro. Like I said, a lot of people mad at him because there's a difference between selling a fight and you sold the fight. Whereas like you brought your race of folks into the point where they had your back 100%.
Yeah.
So you could sell a fight just by talking shit. But the minute you was like, man, I'm doing this for my people, my woo, this and that third, and
that's
you had
exactly what he said.
You did that shit. That's what make everybody mad at you, whatever. And I was trying to
that shit made him so mad he started whooping his wife ass that night.
Oh my god, dog! I was like, this dude right here, bro.
I'm sorry, man. That was low. That was a low blow. That was a low blow.
I was telling my homeboy,
he was mad as hell.
That shit remind me of that Dave Chappelle where he said, she never gave you niggas money. Like, damn, bro. You can't
took that shit out on wifey. Damn.
Yeah, that shit was all bad though. But let me ask you this: do you think that Jamal and a Canelo fight gonna outsell that Jamel fight? Because the way I see it, it's like looking at a repeat. They both look alike.
A lot of people gonna probably feel that way. I don't know, because the way they're gonna sell it as big brother seeking revenge or to avenge little brother.
And Jamel
So
gonna
that's
be
a
pissed.
that's a really good selling point.
I said the same
So
thing.
you're gonna be intrigued to see if big brother can avenge. And then this is the ultimate skill test versus Canelo Alvarez. This is ultimately going to answer the long ass question, which Charlo brother is better. If you matching them both up against Canelo Alvarez, that'll be the test, the measuring stick, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So when you think about all of the things and the little nuances about what could potentially, I think it's a very sellable fight. I think
I
people
hope
are
he
going to want to
mentally
tune
ready,
in.
because a lot of people not only gonna want to know what he gonna want to say about Canelo, but they're gonna be trying to pin him against his younger brother. That's how the sale gonna go.
Yeah.
I ain't my, you know how they mouths are. I ain't my little brother. He did that shit. Y'all got me fuck, you know.
That's what Mel said.
Mel gonna be like, fuck you, dude. What the fuck? Mel gonna be like, fuck him and fuck my little brother. Y'all not for compare me. And you know he got a mouth. He be itching to let it go, boy.
Yeah,
you know
he
what
do.
I'm saying?
Yeah, he do.
That's what's going. I agree with you. I feel like that's what's gonna take to sell that motherfucker. You know.
Yeah.
Like how people felt
sure.
like, and it's crazy because that's how people felt like when Floyd fought Madonna. He was taking up for
AB. Yeah, he was coming to avenge little brother because they was real tight at the time for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that first loss for AB hurt Floyd. You know what I mean? Because you know AB was the cash cow at the time for real.
Mm-hmm.
Before Tank, it was AB.
Fact.
Speaking of AB, real quick.
Yeah.
Coach Kevin Cunningham comes out. Basically calls out Ryan Garcia. Hey, you ain't got to fight. No, none of these guys want to fight you, or you don't want to fight them. Something's going on over there with Golden Boy. Why not fight AB? What do you think?
I like it.
I said the same thing, bro.
I like it. I said, especially if you get the AB let his hands go. Like, he need that. He need to be about it. Because like I keep telling everybody, man, Ryan's still a prospect, bro. I don't care what nobody say, bro. These guys got these names. Most of these guys that we looking at and already getting praise are prospects. Devin Haney said it best on his Twitter. Most 23-year-olds at my age, they look like prospects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And this other guy took it the wrong way. Like, but the guys you fought ain't looking like you just bypassed the Shakurs. And then he wasn't saying that. Like, you putting a lot of pressure on these little dudes' names as if they like superstar. Like, they're buds, they're the Earls, they're the Shines, they're the already. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, bro. No, that dude's still a prospect, but that'd be a great test for him because you ain't got to worry about him really trying to knock your head off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's gonna be a straight up boxing match, which something that he needs to learn to do.
Yeah. I agree with you wholeheartedly, man. I think the biggest test for me, for Ryan Garcia, where I said he's probably maybe a little bit more than a prospect, was the Javier Fortuna fight. And that was a former world champion. That was his first time getting a real crack at one. And I thought he did a great job. And it was spots in the Tank fight where I thought, you know, he looked decent, but you could tell his IQ wasn't there.
Yeah,
and that goes to the point you were saying he needs to box.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got to get more boxing experience. And AB, for what it's worth, a 4-division former world champion, I put him and Keith Thurman right there. Listen, these are great guys to go up against and get that type of experience and have that type of name on your resume, bottom line.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Ryan just need to, like you said, his IQ is, and more so keeping a steady, stay level headed.
Yeah.
Because he got frustrated shit at Tank. You know what I'm saying?
He let his emotions get the best of him in that fight for sure.
You threw 4 left hooks in a row, bro. What you thought was gonna happen to you, bro? Like, that shit was crazy, bro.
Any smart fighter is gonna calculate the shit out of that, bro.
And Tank is coming into his own, where Tank is not the same Tank I think you looking at the old tapes where Tank come forward, eat a whole lot of punches, and this and that. And that. Tank know now I'm a marked man. So you finna come in here and try to hurt me now.
Yeah.
So all I gotta do is feint, back up, back up, back up. Okay, that's what you gonna do. Let me feint here and see what you gonna do. Back up. Now I'm gonna pick my shot. You know what I mean? You're messing with a well-rounded cat now. You know what I'm saying?
He played Ryan like a fiddle, bro.
You hear me?
He played the shit out of Ryan, bro. And I kept calling it before the fight anyway. He didn't stand a chance. I kept saying he doesn't. People don't give Tank enough credit for his boxing ability, his footwork, and his IQ. The dude can box and he's smart. At the end of the day, you fall in love with the fact that he knocks everybody out, but you forget that dude can really fight. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Facts.
Sure.
Goddamn me, Forrest Ryan, man, like I said, I wish King Casual was on here. He said, man, you think he ain't got a chance? I said, dude, look how he walked. Look how he walked. Look how when he boxed. He walked the same way he boxed. Whole chin it just stay out.
Yeah.
It's just there.
Yeah, it's there.
It's there.
It's there to get touched.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man.
He got a bad habit of not holding that phone.
I told him, man, somebody mail him a tennis ball and tell him put a tennis ball right. And you better not drop it all day. God damn. You know what I'm saying? I said that right there.
Or at least hold that phone, bro. Or at least hold that phone. You need to have to give him the tennis ball and teach him how to talk on that phone.
Cause that shit was crazy. So I
don't know what kind of shoulder roll, hip roll, or whatever the fuck he was trying to do.
That dude turned his whole back and ran, bro.
And the Duarte fight.
Yeah, and he turned the wrong way. He turned the wrong way, turned to the rope.
He gave him his ass, bro. He was giving him his ass. I was like, Ryan is giving up his ass.
I said, what is this right here, bro? We watch it.
He giving up his ass, man.
I said, if y'all don't think, man, I don't know, man. I think
it further proved he just it's way more polishing that needs to be done, man. That's all.
Yeah, man. But that Fortuna fight, I agree with you. But Fortuna's out of shape. You know what I'm saying? And I think Devin and him should have been got it on, bro. When he was
that was supposed to have been happening.
When he was his mandatory.
But I guess, you know.
I mean, no, I was saying that the only reason
it made sense though for me.
What?
Say that again?
That they didn't?
No, that Ryan fought Fortuna, because I felt like at some point you got to throw him something. You know what I mean?
Well, that was crazy too, because remember both of them was Devin mandatory at one time.
Yeah,
they landed on the same time. They ended up fighting each other. Like, what the fuck?
That was stupid.
But I don't know what's going on, man. In this day and age, like I say, everybody wants the big check. Nobody's really trying to fight each other, nor are they trying to just pick up some fights without worrying about the ridicule. I wouldn't give a damn, bro.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a damn, bro. When you great, they gonna hate, bro. So if Devin can't get one of them, fight. Stay busy, bro. So when you
I like Devin, man. I know a lot of people don't like Devin, man. But I like the kid, because all he doing is taking advantage of the opportunities that came his way. He ain't done nothing else. Of course, you know I like Tank Davis. Matter of fact, let me ask you, with the whole Saudi situation,
okay,
and Tank Davis basically asking for 2 Ferraris.
He think he Lil Wayne.
That was some hood rat shit. I was embarrassed, man.
Yeah,
like, come on, bro.
That story.
Well, then why would you say some old hood rat shit like that? But you hear what Bill said. What colors, basically?
Right. Like, that shit, it don't make sense, bro. Because
if you had your choice, if you had it your way, would that be the next fight you want to see Tank Davis in? Is that the best fight for Tank Davis?
Who, Devin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To fight somebody that got an IQ of a boxer that's gonna be a pure boxer. See, I like fights like that where you got
that size advantage.
Yeah,
that nigga big, bro. Well, Devin is big.
And look, man, I gotta keep reiterating this, dude. Tank is fought as heavy as 160.
What you mean?
Yeah, bro, man. Look, man, people gotta pay attention. Ceremonial weigh-in, that number you see, don't be the real number. It's on. Go look on YouTube. It was after. Damn, did that say 160? Dude was like, yup. This one Tank was a butterball, bro. He used to look like Kermel Morton. Face was full, low haircut.
Yeah.
And he was a butterball. And they said he weighed 132, and dude was like, did that say 160? Dude was like, yeah. It was like,
and this was a weigh-in before a real fight.
Yeah, it was a real fight, PBC fight.
Who was he fighting?
Saying, bruh. I mean, look, I'm about to find this damn video.
Yeah, find that video.
I'm finna find this video.
Now I seen the video to build up to Ryan Garcia. He stepped on the scale and he was like 155 or something, but he was still in training camp, you know.
Yeah, man. But dude get heavy though, bro. So I mean, he can come in the same weight. But I get him though, because he like.
But the weight doesn't. That's the thing. It's not the same. Tank gonna get fat in the face and in the stomach. Where Devin shit is proportionate. And it makes him, you know what I'm saying? He's a big motherfucker.
I think it's more of him working into it versus Tank ain't gonna have time.
But you don't want to be that stocky. He 5'5". You don't want to be that goddamn stocky. That's what I'm saying. Devin shit is more proportionate. Where if Tank is fighting at 160, he too stocky. Yeah, that's why I kept saying about your boy. Tank knocked him out. Devin beat him. Former world champion, man. The little short nigga, man. Yeah, Gamboa. Mm-hmm. You know, the
top heavy too.
Top heavy, stocky.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just not right to me. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to do certain things in the ring when you have that physique.
No, that's true. That's true though. But I'm gonna be honest with you though. I think Tank just is at a level right now where my dad would have said you should have got him while he was green.
Oh, like yeah, absolutely.
His IQ is just like, okay, you can be big, you can whatever. Like I tell people, a lot of people forget Floyd fought a lot of catch weights and stuff, and Floyd still was a smaller fighter, and them dudes was huge. But if you got the IQ to pull it off, you can do it, bro. And he got he not pillow fist like Money Mayweather was, because his hands was brittle. He got a punch.
Floyd, but here's my only rebuttal to that. Floyd, how tall is Floyd? 5'8"?
Yeah, about 5'7", 5'8".
Shit like Tank is 5'5", my guy.
Yeah.
It's difficult.
Have you ever seen
when you that short?
That's true.
But you start talking about going, because you look at.
Have you ever
even if you look at? Go ahead.
Have you ever seen these? Because today, like, they match up, you know, by by height and shit. Yeah. You get a guy that's used to fighting somebody close to his height, right? And they don't know how to shoot down.
Yeah.
They don't know how to shoot down. And if you're a smaller fighter, you know how to use that shit to your advantage. He'll be able to get up under you quicker. Like I said, it's just like I say, it's just a matter of
kind of like when Tank fought Isaac Cruz. I know that was a different thing for him.
Yeah, and that's why I swear to God, and I called that shit. I said he need to fight Isaac Cruz, and I swear to God, I was like, is there somebody? I thought somebody was playing a trick on me, bro. They sent it to me. It was like, dog, you really want to fight Isaac Cruz? I was like, damn, bro, that's crazy. But I was like, it's gonna be hard for him because now you find somebody shorter than him.
I think that's why he hurt his hand, because he wasn't used to punching down, and
right. And not only
he hit that nigga the wrong way. It wasn't what he's used to doing.
Exactly, he used to go.
That's what I said. Yeah,
and he's just going up. So I mean, it can work out. And then on top of that, you got to think Devin's a straight up and down fighter, right? I don't mean skill wise. I'm saying the way he stand. He's not gonna be the one that want to come in and bull rush you, lean forward. He's literally straight up and down. So when he's shooting from them shoulders, bro, and he going over your head, I mean, you may see a knockout from Devin getting knocked out. Now, that's not saying that Devin can't adjust himself, because he can. You know what I'm saying? But I just think that the size factor ain't gonna play that much. Like, now if he put a weight cap on him, that's gonna be that weight draining shit. I don't like that shit. But if you put a weight cap on him, man, I don't see nothing wrong with it.
But that's also gonna be a problem too. You know, niggas don't want that whole cap and shit on the weight.
Yeah,
I just think he gives up way too much. Like that again, despite all of which we've heard about Manny Pacquiao and about him, you know, Floyd had his his
Mm-hmm.
question marks about
Mm-hmm.
Manny Pacquiao, especially coming from so many damn weight classes below.
Mm-hmm.
But he's around the same height as Tank Davis. But when you look at the head of Manny Pacquiao, look at his calves,
Mm-hmm.
it's different. He's built, even though he's 5'5", he built different. And I say, like, damn, well, if Manny can do it, Tank can do it. But man, 5'5", that's a small, use a fucking midget, bro. And
Yeah. But I'm
it's
saying
hard to
the
keep
nigga
come
Tank
up
head
and
just
fuck
as
with
big as
these.
Manny Pacquiao's, bro. The difference
Yeah.
is, it's just like what I said. And I've been saying this for longer.
No, look at the picture Tank took with Manny Pacquiao.
Oh,
Tank got
word?
a bubble head, but Manny Pacquiao shit like this.
Shit like this, bro.
For
Hell
real,
no,
bro.
But no,
That nigga.
but I just think, like, for Manny Pacquiao, I ain't saying he wasn't juicing or whatever, because I saw the reports where he didn't want to take the blood test. He said religion-wise that he said it drains him and all this shit, right? And that messed the fight up the first time. Freddie Roach even came out and said that's what messed the fight up the first time. So I get all that, but I'll be damned you try to take away from a dude. If you start way down to what's the first weight, goddamn, beyond bantamweight, you minimum weight. You start from
minimum.
there on up. You better fucking be great, goddamn me. You better.
Man, yeah,
you better.
Manny,
I mean,
man.
you know, this is
I think Manny was like 108 pounds or some shit like that.
Yeah, you should be great. So, like, you know what I'm saying? But I just think Tank, I ain't saying Tank is just as good as Pacquiao right now, but after a while, I don't think it's gonna bother Tank.
I think
Tank
you
gonna
just
start
be,
looking
and
at
you
cats
feel
as
it. I
food.
think a lot of people feel like, 140, 147 isn't a reach for Tank Davis. And I don't think it is either, but I just think, man, you give up a lot. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be a
I
problem if
can't
he go up and
imagine
down.
Tank fighting Ugas. You know what I mean?
No.
You know what I'm saying? That's some
They'll
big
be for no
marks.
one fights. I mean, we saw it in history, bro. It's happened in history. You know what I'm saying? With the Four Kings, you go up for those fights, certain fights. If it makes sense, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? If it don't, I'm staying where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But since when, now it's backwards where the big guy got to come down.
Well,
like,
now I'm talking about as far as campaigning. But you saying just go up there, take the big fight, and then go back to where you comfortable.
Yeah, the best fighting the best.
Okay, I got you. Yeah.
He ain't gonna be staying there. He can't live there.
So let me ask you this real quick. Hold on, the chat real quick. Mark says, Devin only 5'8". He's not a giant. No, he's not a giant, but he gets big. Devin is walking
dude,
around 175, bro. Easy.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've been said that shit, man, where, like, when he first with his on, I said, y'all see how wide that dude's shoulders is, bro?
Yeah, man.
He's gonna fill out. And the same thing for Shakur. I said, them dude frames gonna fill out, bro. They not gonna be in the weight class too long.
Matter of fact, I want anybody who not sure about how big Devin get, check out his Instagram. Just scroll Instagram. And you'll see how big this dude get when he's not in training camp. And
he looked like he
walking
had 3
around.
kids, bro. Like he was somebody's father,
big,
bro.
man. He's a big
that
boy.
Flannel on, that pink and purple flannel on, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, that dude was big, bro. He had a double chin, dog.
Yeah, facts.
He was over there eating good.
And to shrink down to 140, like it's only a matter of time before he's complaining about making 140 for sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mark say dehydration clause is for pussies. Fact, I believe. Yeah. James say Haney's reach is real long, or is it just a good jab? It's both. It's both. It's a great jab and it's long. Bro. Huh?
Can you see that? Or no?
Salute 913 boxer. Yeah. With the I ain't even got my jump, man. I can't get y'all to hold on. Let me see. Maybe I can.
I'm gonna tell y'all now, motherfucker Noye, but Noye's comfortable with what he doing, bro. He can go up. But see, I can see a Noye if that tank offer real, like solid. I know what he said. I ain't tripping on the tank. I'm a fan. Let that offer be solid. He'll do it. He would do it.
Say that again. I'm sorry. I was doing a money drop. Man, you probably I don't know if you could hear it.
I can't hear it. What you bring your sounds to?
Touch OBS? Portal. I was trying to see if it worked, but I guess it didn't. Now, what you just said?
James Daly said Noye should be careful moving up too far. Small frame. I said, let that money be solid. I read what he said.
Oh
He said
shit.
that he didn't want to fight no Tank. He said he a fan and all that. I said, but let that money be
Man,
solid.
126 to 135, that's a hell of a jump.
Yeah, it is. But he'll do it.
Or 122. They 122, right?
Because, bro, that's...
Because Fulton and Inoue fought at 22.
Or
was that 26?
26.
26, okay. And he came up to fight Fulton, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and then he fought Type
at 26.
I can't read his name right, but knocked him out.
Yeah, that's a big jump, bro.
Yeah,
Tank's big, bro. Then if you look at Tank's fight, everybody hits Tank. He's a great fighter now, and he can box, but he gets hit. Let's keep it a buck.
Mm-hmm.
He be eating all that shit. Tank got a chin. Tank got a chin.
He gonna be eating a whole lot of fight Inoue because they around the same height.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a head up. You know what I'm saying?
He's not gonna be able to hurt Tank.
Nah.
He's not gonna be able to hurt Tank.
Nah, I don't think he's gonna be a hurt Tank. He would be winning our punches and bunches, bro. If he did,
yeah.
But don't think that shit ain't run across Floyd, man. Floyd on everything. We can make that shit happen. Let's do it.
Facts. Shout out 913 Boxer again, my guy, man. Hopefully you come up here and fuck with us, bro.
He was right. It was 122.
It was 122. Okay, yeah. I was like, cause they little niggas, man. Anyways, little. So you jump 26, 30 to 33 weight classes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
How about that?
And you're not gonna be able to hurt. Like you gonna hurt them little niggas, but you're not gonna be able to hurt Tank. And if Tank catch you flush at all, he might kill you.
Right.
you might die, nigga.
The thing is, too, he got to get his ass over here. Tank not going to no fucking Japan, bro.
No, hell no.
That ain't going to happen.
Anyway,
that fight have to be on American soil. They not going.
He's got all the legacy clout in the world, but he is a small fry compared to Tank, and you definitely got to come to the States.
Yeah.
For sure.
But I tell you this.
But I like Inoue. He just it's unfortunate for him. There's not a lot of buzz at the lower weight levels as far as great competition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
that's what I was
just unfortunate.
An argument about that, bro. I said, what names y'all know? He might be 2-time undisputed, but the only name that dude got is the Filipino Flash, bro. Bonito Daniel, bro.
And Stephen Fulton. It's Fulton and Nanito. You know what I mean? Outside of that, you know what I mean? You don't know them niggas.
Right.
Because I barely know him, so I know you don't know him. That's I mean, that's how I feel.
Promise you. I didn't get hip to Nonito, bro.
Yeah. You said what?
I didn't get hip to Inoue until Nonito.
Oh, yeah. That's when it really raised my eyebrows. Like, hold up.
Right.
Because even at 39 years old, the Filipino Flash still that guy.
Right.
So to defeat him twice, is it?
Twice.
Yeah, that's impressive.
But that's what put him on.
Yeah. But I like Inoue, but I don't think that's realistic. I don't think that happens. Now, if they offer him a big enough bag, sure, he'll do it. But he'll just be doing it. Just understand, he'll be doing it for a bag, and he's probably gonna get knocked out.
Now going back to the Saudis, man. So you think they shaking up the game, or you think they fucking up the game?
I think we need to be paying attention real carefully, because this is how things happen that affect the future 5 and 10 years down the road. Shit starts happening, you not paying attention, then you look around 5-10 years down the road, the whole landscape has changed. Now, I'm not saying that that's what's happening. I'm just saying we need to be paying attention to what the fuck they doing, because it's not like the U.S. The government isn't involved when it comes to these promoters making these fights.
Mm-hmm.
It's their government that's spending this money. It's the guy who's in charge of all of Saudi Arabia's entertainment in Turkey, Al Sheikh, who's doing these things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? He's got an endless bag behind him. Mm-hmm. And it's really pocket change to make these fights. So I don't know exactly what their game plan is, because of course, listen, they're losing money on these fights. The day of reckoning, they lost money. Ngannou Tyson Fury they lost money. It only did 65,000 pay-per-view buys stateside. So they're losing money on these fights. They're going to pay 50 million to Joshua and 20 million to Ngannou.
But what about
they're going to lose money
though?
on that fight? That's not even a top 10 fight.
Right.
Huh?
What about all the other countries that's buying into it though? You saying they lost that? Maybe if you judge it just by the states, but
yeah, but the United States is the biggest boxing market. Period. This is the mecca. That's why everybody wants to come to Vegas. So
I mean, this
if you only getting,
I wouldn't call it the beloved sport of America though.
No, but it's still for boxing. This is where it's at.
Yeah. For making money wise, I'm talking about for as people buying pay-per-views. Nah, like England pay for that shit, bro. Like boxing, still their number 2 sport.
With the Tyson Fury fight, look at how many pay-per-view England ain't. I know they buy pay-per-views, right? But they ain't bought much more than 65,000. It's not like they bought 1 million by themselves.
Though, but like when he did go there and it was in what was that, Wembley Stadium, dog? They sold that motherfucker out and they had to add more seats to that motherfucker. And
that shit don't matter. The gate, the gate is just a plus. You know what I mean? That a lot of the time the gate don't even get your initial investment back.
I mean, no, I'm not
That's
saying
just a gate.
It gets everything back. I'm just saying that I would see if
when you putting that kind of money into it,
arenas,
you got to sell a lot of pay-per-views, bro. When you talking about paying like this, the next Joshua and Ngannou fight, Joshua's getting 50 million and Ngannou's getting 20. That's 70 million.
That's 70 million, but I'm just
you have to sell a lot of fucking pay-per-view buys.
No, I think
there's no gate that's gonna get you even.
No, ain't no gate. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying for as wise other countries now, not for Saudi though, because Saudi like they trying to get on. They trying to put themselves on with skill challenge and all that stuff. I'm saying all the other countries that do buy into boxing more than we do is probably what they betting on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What countries is buying into boxing more than we do? And then they paying pennies on a dollar. You got to understand, when they say worldwide numbers, all of these countries, when they buying pay-per-views, that shit's $2.99, $5.99. It's shit like that, bro. $1.99.
You better be getting that shit, bro. The only time I seen something like that, I think was the last pay-per-view DAZN had. They made them $30. No, it was Earl and Bud. They made Earl and Bud fight $29.99 for England. But I mean, I get it.
I'm sorry.
I mean, but I think in the end of the day, I mean, it's a startup, and I think they know they losing money. Like, it's a whole lot. But I mean, they know they are, and I think it's more. This is my take on it. He's in charge of entertainment, but I think it's also another agenda behind it. Like it brings tourism. Plus, you know,
that's ultimately the big picture.
Yeah, they open up those new resorts they building out there too.
Yeah.
So I think it's a lot more, you know what I'm saying, than just boxing. You know what I'm saying? They trying to
Well, that's the corner I was gonna take you around. I was trying to tell you it's definitely ain't about them making a flipping in boxing. Because they losing money. They're gonna continue to bleed money. Because again, if you paying these guys $70 to $100 million, that's a lot of pay-per-view buys that you're just not gonna get because you invested in fights that just aren't that big. Again, I know it's a lot of interest in Joshua and Ngannou, but that's not a big boxing fight at the end of the day. You know what I mean? This is going to be Ngannou's second professional boxing match. It's a circus. You're investing in a circus at this point. You know what I'm saying? And you want to try and draw in the MMA fans. But ultimately, it's to show the world that, you know, Saudi Arabia is, you know, can be considered a tourist spot. You can come here and watch fights and have a good time. We got hotels. You know what I mean? We trying to be on our, you know, Dubai shit. You know what I mean? So, that's the big picture. Shout out Dante Boxing Talk. Not familiar. That might be one of your guys. What up? He said, only thing in Saudi, the Saudi could get tired of losing money at any time and stop the fights. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. That's how they keeping it. Because like I said, Skillshare is really for them. They always going to showcase they small, because they small over there until they get a big star. They got one, he be on the zone. That dude be having fight. He had a fight on one day that was like 10 in the morning on the zone. I forgot dude's name, but it's still on there, man. But he pretty good though. But they trying to find their own star, Arabic star. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They trying to put themselves on at the same time. That's why
Yeah,
they
that's
trying to
all.
promote it. But they want to get their own people. See, they ain't gonna need Americans no more. Then they can run their own gamut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
word.
you know,
Um, they
but
going but go ahead.
I wanna say this though. But in the same on the flip side of the coin, as they say, wouldn't that be the same thing as the Mayweather effect? All that money was being shelled out, and now that's all these young cats know. Like that's who they feel like they should be getting.
Or they could be trying to work hard to get into the eyesight, get on the radar of the Saudi Arabia, if you want to look
Yeah.
at it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're going anywhere anytime soon, depending on how well this plan works out for them. And plus, they say they just big boxing fans. And like I say, Al Sheik said his favorite two fighters was Roberto Duran and Larry Holmes. You have to be a pretty hardcore boxing fan for those to
Facts.
be your two favorite
Facts.
fighters. So I do believe him when he say that they just big fans of fights and they want to see the best fights happen. But of course, you're not going to sink all this money into fights that you're not going to get anything back. It's got to be a plot there, and I think it's just that continue to build Saudi Arabia as a really, really good tourist spot at the end of the day. That's my opinion.
No, that's when I heard him say that, I'm like, yeah, he more into the fighters that got heart.
Yeah,
That's willing to go through the fire. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So I respect
Absolutely.
that. That told me like you said, he watched boxing. He ain't just doing it. And
Make
then
sure
on
y'all
top of that,
see.
he said he had health issues too. So he trying to bring. I think it's kind of personal with him too. Like he want to see big fights. Like he want to see him personally. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah, you could tell.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the chat too. Everybody smash that like button if y'all coming in here, man, rocking with your boy. Please don't moonlight with us. Dante's boxing talk. Shout out. That's my first time ever seeing him. I don't know if he a regular for you. He said England tickets are cheap as hell. Vegas fights have big gates and bets on them for sure.
Oh,
And I know they probably get a piece of that.
I know you can gamble over there.
Yeah,
Okay.
Mark Wynn said I paid 30 Australian
awesome.
for Tank and Ryan, about 20 US. Right. Yeah. And see, we paid what, 80?
No, we paid 80, bro. He said 20 US.
Yeah.
I'm looking like, what US
Yeah, we
stand
paid
for?
80 US for that
Right.
shit, bro. Mark said I paid 40 Aussie for Bud and Spence. Oh man, I think we paid, was that 80? That was 89.
Yeah, that was $89.99. Then he said
Yeah,
28 US. No,
89.99. Some shit like
bro.
$90 for us.
I don't know what 40 translate in our money, but I'm telling you.
See, they getting them on the zoo fight though. They paying 60 for the zoo fight.
That's their start though. That's right. That's
Yeah.
their start.
But see,
You
we
know what
gonna
I'm
pay
saying?
something like that too. We gonna pay like 80. I mean, we might pay like
Man,
79.
he better sell this car for $30. I don't know what the price is on this car, but it better be $30.
It should be, man. It should be one of them $39.99.
Because they
joints.
did one like that before. Who was that? It was $39.99.
Bud did a $40 joint.
It was
Abinition.
It was Chris Areola and Andy Ruiz.
Yeah,
and
Ruiz. And that Charles Martin card with Ortiz was $40.
Yeah.
That was $40 too. Yeah.
Same.
He said, yep, same here, Mark, but I only been buying the zoo one, $60 for Australia National, $150 for a title too. Where? Yeah, man. I hate the fact that this card is a pay-per-view though. I ain't gonna front.
Yeah.
Even though I like the fights, I like the Zoo versus Keith, but Keith climbing off the couch ain't fought in 25 months. Who the fuck supposed to pay for that?
Right.
And a Pitbull who ain't been as active, and a Rolly Romero. I don't care what nobody say. Rolly talks a lot of shit, but he hasn't earned to be a pay-per-view. You just fought Tank on pay-per-view. That's it. Both of y'all fought Tank on pay-per-view, and both of y'all lost.
Right.
That doesn't deserve a pay-per-view.
Gave Ryan a fight. But Rolly got spanked by that old man, bro.
He did.
By Barroso, bro.
Yeah, he
For real.
did.
He need to be fighting
up.
that man again. He need to be getting his cookies. He need to settle that shit.
He do.
Real. But yeah, man.
Do.
But they leave Ryan out to drive. Ryan got a mess over there to clean up, bro. Ryan saying one thing, then you got Oscar saying one thing, and then he doubling back, talking about, yeah, I'm still fighting Rolly. Then it didn't go through, and he got a mess over there. I don't know what's going on. I think he was told he was gonna fight Rolly, bro. and that shit just, and they was like, nope. Why would I help? Why would
They
I
still
help you over
beefing,
there on the
man.
zone? Why would I
They
help
still
you over there on
beefing,
the zone,
man.
bro?
Oscar, like, man, you fighting who the fuck I tell you to fight, and you ain't fighting none of them just yet. And I think he probably still mad because he said that he wanted. The last time Oscar gave an interview, Oscar said that the last thing he heard from Ryan Garcia is that he wanted to fight Devin Haney, and that's the fight that Oscar was trying to make.
Right.
And I think because he pulled out of that fight, that pissed Oscar off, and Oscar was like, "Well, nigga, I was working on a fight for you. Now you want this, that, and the third. That shit just don't happen like that."
Right.
And you know, it's
can't just flip.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of bickering going back and forth with the management and Ryan Garcia right now, bro.
Yeah.
And I think that's got a lot to do with it. It's spilling over to him actually getting these fights.
Yeah, man. He going to work with his stable, bro, and his network, bro. I mean, shit, between the zone and Golden Boy, man, you should be having fights rocking, bro. You can't just keep looking for the big giant money. That money gonna be there, bro. Because I don't care what nobody say. We will see a Tank at Ryan part 2. That's gonna happen. That's too big.
Oh, you think we'll see a Tank and Ryan part 2?
Hell yeah. It may not be this year, but I mean it's gonna happen.
It ain't gonna be no time soon. Shit.
Yeah. That money, but that's big money, bro. Them they gonna buy that. They got too big of a following not to do that again. You made 1 point, whatever million it was, yeah. If I would be willing to give it another shot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But Ryan just need to keep busy, man. That's the only thing. I don't like this shit, you know, that not staying busy, man. That they're gonna kill you. It's gonna kill you, bro. That's like why.
Well, if he want to stay busy, man, all he got to do is get that AB fight popping, bro. Get that AB. AB still out there. And now when you really think about it, you got Devin Haney without a fight, Ryan without a fight, Sabril Matias without a fight,
well,
Gary Antoine Russell without a fight.
To be fair, Matias' hand fucked up. So,
man, that nigga, they just had that nigga up there yesterday shooting pool, chilling, man.
Word up.
Yeah.
Word up.
But Coach Panda said he can do all of the regular day-to-day things, but it's the tendinitis. It's tendinitis right now.
I'm about to say, because he said you couldn't fight Tszyu because his hand was messed up.
Yeah, that's what the word is right now. It's tendinitis. But all of these guys don't have a fight. Is the point that I'm making. And here you go now, Ryan without a fight is this kind of ridiculous.
Ryan and Devin should be the easiest fight
to make. Yeah.
Like what are you tripping off of?
It made more sense for Ryan to go after Rolly because that's a winnable fight. Yeah, and Rolly had the WBA scrap. And now if he beat Rolly, he got the WBA scrap, and now he's got some leverage to negotiate with, you know, Devin Haney.
I said the same thing though. I said I would fight Rolly,
but that shit backfired because now Rolly fighting Pitbull, and that nigga might. Now I know who you. Matter of fact, who you got in that fight? Rolly Pitbull.
Rolly Pitbull. I got Pitbull, bro. Rolly
you taking
bro.
Pitbull?
Yeah, Rolly gonna be gunshot, bro. That's what I saw with the old man, bro. You touch him one time. If he can crack, shit.
Yeah.
I saw Rolly say it out his mouth. He said, "What y'all didn't know about Barroso? He hit me early. That man can crack." He said, "That old man can crack."
Yeah.
So
and Pitbull can crack too.
Yeah. So if he get hit one good time, I know what we finna see. This nigga finna run all around the ring. Hell no.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't like Rolly in pressure fights. When you saw the pressure Barroso was putting on Rolly, he looked bad because he tried to show, use footwork, and he don't really got great footwork.
Nah.
And you're going to have to be in that same posture and using that same weak ass footwork versus Pitbull, because Pitbull come to just throw hooks and knock your ass out.
He ain't been the same.
Matter of fact, Pitbull just a short ass Barroso.
For real. And he take punishment. He like getting hit. He don't get
Oh, snap. Hold up real quick. Save that thought because I definitely want to hear you. Got to hit shout out the chat. My guy, Black Jesus. In the building, man. He said, gentlemen, top of the night, caught the live. Word. Shout out Black Jesus, man.
Right on.
Now, what you was about to say?
But nah, man, he gonna catch something and he gonna run. But what's gonna save his ass is goddamn me. Cruz don't know how to cut the ring off. He don't know because he just follow your ass around wherever you go.
Right.
Follow you around wherever you go. He don't know how
But
to cut
is
the ring off.
Rolly smart enough to set a trap like Tank did him?
Tank, goddamn me, knocked the smarts out of Rolly. Rolly ain't been
Because
the
I ain't
same
seen
since
no
that
kind of
knockout.
and I think that's what the problem is. A lot ain't nobody seen no IQ out of Rolly.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I tell everybody, go watch that Tank and Rolly fight. Rolly was winning. Rolly had solid game plan. A solid game plan. You know what I'm saying? He just got greedy.
He was winning easily too.
Yeah.
But it's only because Tank was allowing him to. Now, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, man, because I know you didn't spar before. When you spar and you having these chess match, I'm gonna allow you to do a certain thing and let you have that success doing it.
Yeah,
go ahead.
No doubt,
yeah, that shit don't hurt. Go ahead. The whole time I'm setting you up.
Right, but I said the same thing, dog, until I heard what Tank said. AC dude said, "Who out of your whole career, who hit you the hardest?" He said, "Rolly."
Was he said out of his whole career? I know he said Rolly can crack.
Yeah,
I didn't know he said out of his whole career.
All your people who hit you the hardest. He said Rolly.
Rolly.
Now I will say he started baiting him in that round, but see what got him messed up was when Bullet yelled, talking about get him, jump on him, and he should never listen to that man. You hear me? He should never listen to that man because in the round before that, it was like the same scenario, bro. And Tank knew he was gonna fall for it in the next round, but it was the same scenario. The difference was Rolly wouldn't get that close up on him on them ropes.
Yeah.
So Rolly had in his head like, all right, he gonna get on them ropes. I'm gonna stay my distance. I'm gonna box. You know what I'm saying? And then Tank would dance off the ropes. This one, he get on the ropes, doing the same thing. All you hear is, get him, hit up.
He thought he had him. It was all a setup from Jump Street, probably about two rounds back, bro.
Yeah.
When I started, because Rolly started having a little bit more success towards the knockout.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I was like, okay, Rolly looked good. I thought he was winning the fight. But in the back of my head, I'm like, if the knockout do come, and I swear to you, man, I'm like, if the knockout do come, it's going to come out of nowhere, which it did. And it came, that wasn't even a real power shot from Tank Davis at the same time because it was so calculated and the timing was so perfect. And it's because he allowed Rolly to continue to have that little jab success. Yeah, he baited him right on in there.
Yeah, that's why, like I said, right now, to me, Tank can do only one thing, is just get sharper. That's it. His IQ there, bro. I watched it. He'll throw a feint, like say, feint here. Oh, that's what you gonna do? Let me go this side. Let's see what you do over here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
And by that time, he know everything you finna do. Not just about me picking and choosing what I'm gonna do to you. He's at that level.
Then that brings me back to the point I was making about seeing some IQ from Rolly. Rolly got to understand and feel if he's being baited. You got to understand that you're not going to continue to have the same success with certain things over and over again unless that fighter's allowing you to. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to switch up your timing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So with Pitbull, who I feel like should be, because he just got a big ass man, he just got a chin and a head on him, it's going to be hard to knock him out. But you can bait him in something. I think Rolly's got the kind of power where he could hurt Pitbull. But is he smart enough to set it up right and land the shot is the question.
Gunshot though. It's beyond smarts at this point, man.
Who you say Rolly's gunshot?
Rolly don't want to swing your shit. Like Rolly don't even stand the same way. Like Rolly fights Rolly. Like Rolly, I ain't saying the way he fight was like the best. His legs be all, but I'm just saying he don't even fight Rolly. Like his first mind is when you swing to straighten up and back up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At least he knew how to parry a punch. You throw and then throw that loud ass yell he do or whatever. You don't see that.
But when you look at Rolly fights, he's used to being the aggressor. He's used to applying the pressure. So it was different in that Barroso fight. He felt the power of Barroso and turned into something else.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think it's going to be the same thing against Pitbull.
Pitbull coming out just like this.
They're like,
He come in, that
mang,
bell
mang, that
ring.
Tyson punch out, mang, mang, mang.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, that shit ain't gonna be no joke, bro.
Yeah,
No joke.
yeah.
You gonna hear.
Yeah, there it is.
That's what it's gonna
There it
be.
is.
He gonna be Glass Joe on the ground messing with that man if you try to fight that little dude straight up.
Facts.
I think if like say, it'd be nice to see if he could box at least a little bit, taking a step back, because he gonna need it. I'm gonna be real with you. You could dog walk Eastside Cruz if you know how to just create that space as he coming forward, taking that step back, bow, take that step back, bow, turn his ass. He gonna walk all day into it.
I think,
but I don't think he got that though.
Yeah, you got to be able to you gotta just box Esau. If you can't hurt him, but I do think Rolly can hurt him. To beat niggas like Esau and Tank and Artabetta BF and Canelo, you got to be able to hurt them guys if you can't outbox them. I just don't see Rolly being able to outbox him. I think he's going to have the same kind of success Barroso was having, and it could end up costing him the fight if he don't, you know what I mean, coming there with a bag to reach into. Hopefully they preparing for Cruz, man. If not, it might get bad. I honestly don't think it goes the distance.
I don't need it, bro. But that's the only fight I feel like gonna be the fair one. I feel like Thurman going in his fight fighting everybody.
Yeah.
I can't see them letting his star. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tszyu being the rising star, losing to a guy that came out after 2 years. You see what I'm saying?
How do you see this fight going? Tszyu, Keith Thurman. How do you see this fight happening?
I see, honest to God, Thurman coming in pawn, seeing how young his mind is. You know, not throwing nothing with no real intent, not doing none of that. You know, pillow fisting like a motherfucker, just to see what he gonna react to. You know what I'm saying? Then you gonna catch Thurman. You know how he do that shuffle. He gonna back up, do one of these on you, and see if you gonna actually follow. Now that's something I used to like Thurman do. Thurman to sit there and jab you, and I'd be like, why he pull out? He just want to see if you gonna follow him. That's it. He'll go back with that, turn, see if he gonna do all that. And then from there on, if he don't peep that, it'll be, like I said, I still think Tszyu will get him out of there, but it'll be like towards 8, 9, somewhere around there. If he do, for his Tszyu just gotta be strategic, bro. Go to the body. That's what you do. Everything you do, stab, jab, downstairs, bow, then go upstairs. Body head. Don't be head hunting off the bat, because he ain't finna let you get that upstairs off like that. But that downstairs, that's what you're gonna need to do. And for God forbid, don't come in this motherfucker hopping, bro. Don't put your hands up and be. Don't give Thurman nothing to time. Don't. That's one thing Thurman was always good at, picking up your ticks. You got any kind of tick, he gonna pick up on it. Fact. Don't come in there doing that. You know what I'm saying? Fact. But I got Tszyu by stoppage, bro. And it'll be 8, 9. Whether it be a knockout or a TKO, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go 10. I'm gonna go 10. You know, for those of you in here that might be in here who not old enough to remember, a lot of what he just said about Keith Thurman is 100% correct, dog. It's now, because a lot of people are not going to give Keith Thurman any advantages coming into this fight. Not me. Right. I give Keith Thurman the footwork advantage and most definitely the ring IQ experience advantage. Bottom line. So whether you want to believe it or not, IQ has carried a lot of champions into a lot of victories. You can say what you want about Floyd Mayweather. The back half of his career and the latter part of his career, that was all IQ, baby.
Promise you.
You know what I'm saying? 2
waves of it.
You feel me?
After Pretty Boy Floyd, two different ways of Money Mayweather.
Facts.
He started getting older where he had to stay still.
Yeah, absolutely.
Couldn't move around no more.
And you can't take that away from a Keith Thurman.
Right.
Now, again, for those of you who not old enough that may be in here, don't remember the braided hair Keith Thurman. The unified champ Keith Thurman. You could argue at one point that this was the best welterweight in the sport of boxing.
Yep.
The
They
dude
keep
had it
ducking me.
all,
They keep
right?
ducking me. Floyd
Uh,
ducking me. He won't fight me.
yeah.
I keep calling him out.
Keith was that guy.
Yeah.
Now at 35 years old, will there be a resurgence? We don't know. But
Yep.
two things I'm gonna bet on in this fight. Keith's gonna have plenty of good footwork, and he's gonna have the IQ to shoot this here, shoot that there, see what he can't get up out of Tszyu.
Mm-hmm.
Tszyu is gonna have to lean on his youth in this fight a little bit down the stretch. I think he ultimately gets it done in the 10th round, but just don't be surprised if you see a lot of spots where Keith Thurman just looks damn good. And then you think about a young Mario Barrios back in 2022. This was a Keith Thurman climbing off the couch again, hadn't fought in 2 years, got in there, and the footwork looked superb.
Yeah.
So at 35, I don't know what's left in the tank, but all I'm saying is, for my Aussie family, don't be surprised if it's certain spots in this fight where Keith looks damn good. He's making Tszyu miss and making him pay for those misses. But I think down the stretch he gets them.
And if y'all know Tszyu, any of y'all, tell him this. Don't make the same mistake that Thurman did, fighting an older cat, thinking because he older, you're gonna be able to dog walk him.
Yeah.
That was the big thing with Thurman and Pacquiao. Oh, the old man, he got T-Rex arms. He too short to box with me. He this.
Yeah.
You know, don't make that same mistake. Because like I say, experience is key, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man.
He'd have been there with a lot of them and the best of them. So at the end of the day, Thurman is just he's gonna base his win off smarts. But he's gonna have to be able to pay attention to it. Like I said, he come in with that hopping. He can't have no ticks. You can't give him
nothing that he can time.
I promise to God, because the minute you do that, you're gonna be frustrated because he's gonna expose it. He's gonna expose it. You know. So, but also the last thing from the last fight, even though he looked like when that bell rang and he looked like an old man walking back to that corner, it was a difference when it rang though. He still showed he could push it through. He still showed he could move. He still showed all of that.
He did. Listen, man, Keith was a good fight. 30-1. His only one loss comes to a legend. You can't even get mad at nobody for losing to legends. No. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, 22 KOs. The power was there. The power is always the last thing to go. Shout out Mark Wynn. He said if he can't hurt Tim, he in trouble. They called him one time. Now he ain't got a KO in a minute, but he got some pop. You know what I mean? He gonna feel it. Matter of fact, look at his last opponent's face when he was done with him. That'll help. Huh?
I said, what you say? I heard he got that good enough.
Yeah. He's got some power to garner, some respect.
And he's smart. And like he got a lot of old school tricks. If you know how Tszyu try to come in, he got that hop skip. Like say he put both gloves up on a hop skip. He'll start tagging the shit out of his gloves, bro. Make him hit himself. Yeah. Like he ain't stupid. He's gonna let you bull rush him.
At the end of the day, I think Keith Thurman loses, but I'm not gonna rob him of no credit. I'm giving him all the credit in the world for what he's done. Unfortunately for him, he's chosen not to be inactive. He chose to take a big break after making a big payday after the Manny Pacquiao fight. He chosen to diminish his own star. But you can't take nothing away from the accomplishments and the skill level of Keith Thurman for sure.
Yeah. James Daly said Thurman's older and heavier now. Might be slow. That might be true.
Yeah, and he's older. He's 35 now. And listen, sometimes 35 ain't that old because I want to consider Bud Crawford, who's 36 now, and I think we all probably agree he's one of the, if not the best fighter in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, we don't know that's what I'm saying. It's a question mark. We just don't know what we're going to get from Keith Thurman. But if we're going to judge it from his last fight, when he was 2 years removed and coming off the couch, he looked damn good.
Yeah.
For somebody coming off the couch. You know what I mean?
He's fighting everybody, though. He ain't just fighting Tszyu. I just can't imagine them letting that happen to Tszyu. He's the up and coming rising star over there. He's marketable. He got a whole country behind him. Like the business side is a motherfucker. We saw arguably a lot of people believe Ngannou beat Tyson Fury. And the business
I
side
thought
of
he
that,
did.
huh?
I said I thought I wouldn't have been. Well, put it this way, I wouldn't have been mad if Ngannou got the nod.
Right.
I ain't mad that Tyson got the nod either. I thought it was a real close fight, but if Ngannou would have got the nod, I wouldn't have been mad at it.
Right. And the business side of it, that wasn't even marketed to be a professional fight. And then all of a sudden, because how close it was labeled a real fight. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the business side is vicious. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is, bro.
I kind of believe Tyson though when he said he didn't go all out for that fight because the guy had never been in a professional boxing match, so he thought he would toy with him and get him out of there.
What kind of?
I think if Tyson is at 100%, I don't know.
That's not an excuse. You supposed to stay ready. That's not an excuse. You supposed to stay ready.
Yeah, true that.
Like
true
you
that.
don't.
But
like,
he thought it was gonna be an easy
you're
payday.
Named
and
after
got
arguably one of the greatest heavyweights, and you saw the same excuse you just used. You should be ashamed of yourself because he said the same shit. I was out partying the night before. Who the fuck is Buster Douglas? I ain't worried about no Buster Douglas. You partying with Bobby Brown. Bobby Brown told you take your ass to sleep, Mike, and you didn't do it. And Buster Douglas got your ass. So you named after him, so you should know better. You should know better, man.
Yeah. But see, Buster Douglas won a nigga that was his first pro debut boxing.
No, it's just
that's the only thing.
You can't sleep. The point is you can't sleep on niggas. You can't.
If you are gonna sleep, you sleep on a nigga who's never fought in pro boxing.
No shit.
If you are gonna sleep,
you boy, they're the ones that get you. Everybody want they shot. You fighting the way I see it. Yeah, he ain't never boxed before. Right. But guess what? He hungry. Not to mention, he getting in the ring with me. He got the audacity to want to come after me. Ask me. I'm the champ. Who he think he is? Yeah, I'm taking this serious. I'm about to beat shit out of you. You ain't finna do this no more.
Real quick, let me say this too about Tszyu. Because I don't want nobody to tangle and twist it and get it fucked up. You have, and I don't care if this is a Keith Thurman who's been out the ring 25 months. I don't care if it's a 35-year-old Keith Thurman. You're going to have to give Tszyu a lot of credit if he beats Keith Thurman, let alone knock him out. If he knocks him out, he'll be the first man to do it. So you still got to give him a ton of credit. But getting the W period versus Keith Thurman, Tszyu's going to deserve all the credit in the world. And he's going to get that from the American fans because it's still a lot of American fans who don't know nothing about Tszyu. They still remember Keith Thurman. And this is going to be Tszyu's kind of coming out party. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have to give him a ton of credit if he, indeed beats Tszyu. Mark Wynn said, my problem is if Tim doesn't make it look easy, then it's going to diminish his standing. No, I got to disagree. Me neither. But I think because see what Mark got to understand on the American side, we understand just how good Keith Thurman was and potentially still is.
Right.
So that's a great scalp to have on your resume.
Right.
No matter how you win.
Right.
Go ahead, Slick.
No, but it's gonna be some hate. It's gonna be people that's gonna see Tszyu and be like, "Who is he?" And then he was a close fight. Say if it's close, and he won a close fight with Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman did XYZ. But you know what I'm saying?
That's a casual though.
That's a casuals though, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's a casual fan who don't know no better. It
helps us because maybe let's look at Tszyu because his last name. We know who his daddy is. You see what I'm saying? We want to see does the apple fall far from the tree? You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So we see the goods. We see the goods. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna pay attention to it. We also see that he trying to make his own name. I admire that. He ain't trying to live off the name. Him or his brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like,
absolutely.
At the end of the day, I feel like this is not just a good name on a resume. This is a good teaching moment. Cause believe me, he finna see something in this fight that he ain't never saw before. And then he gonna learn from it, man. He gonna be able to take from that shit and it's gonna make him better in his next fight, man.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gonna gain a ton of experience from this fight. And again, to have Keith Thurman on a resume, I still think is a remarkable feat. And no shape, form, or fashion, even if he wins split decision, majority decision, no shape, form, or fashion diminishes his star. It continues to push him forward, and it most definitely gives him a grand introduction to a majority of those middle boxing fans in America, which a lot of these people pay for pay-per-views and shit like that. Sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So before we get up out of here, though, brother, tomorrow fight. Are you even interested, Munguia and Ryder?
I am. The overhyped Munguia, the hype job, the blowed up record. Over 40 fights and he's 27. He's never fought anybody. Most notable fights are fucking Deverenchenko, Liam Smith, Gabe Rosado. When he's had opportunities to fight Triple G, Demetrius Andrade, fucking Danny Jacobs, whom he was the mandatory for all of these niggas. So to be fighting John Ryder and they thinking that this is some kind of big fight, no, bro. And I wouldn't be surprised if the 35-year-old John Ryder don't get off like Deverenchenko did, because I truly believe if he didn't get the knockdown in the 12th versus Deverenchenko, he probably loses that fight. You don't stand a chance at anybody at 68, none of the top dogs. You lose to Morrell, you lose to Benavidez, you lose to Canelo. Hell, you might even lose to Andrade and Plant. Not to say, and not this probably just sound like hate.
I don't know
for Jaime Munguia, but I'm just keeping it a buck. You let me know. What's your thoughts?
I think he give Boo Boo a problem. Boo Boo ain't the same. Boo Boo don't need to be at that weight. That would probably be a win for him. I think Khalid boxes the shit out of him, and everybody else just probably demolishing him. But the way I look at McGee is, we all just need those fighters that just willing to go all out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? They all gonna go out, and just like the Gabe Rosado fight. Yeah, not too skilled, but it was an exciting ass fight. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gonna be a filler fight. And I think Ryder gonna come back because Ryder trying to get his get back. You get what I'm saying? So he really finna go in and try to show out too. Because that's what they trying to say. They trying to market it as, which I don't think neither one of these guys gonna get a shot at Canelo.
But they trying to market Jaime Munguia like Canelo Alvarez's successor.
Yeah. But they want him to fight. You know, but I don't see that. I don't.
You can't, man. He's over 40 fights and ain't fought nobody.
Yeah. But you gotta think, shit, Canelo looked like that too. Canelo record it's a lot of fluff. Well, I don't know. No, bro. Canelo.
Well, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So they come over it like that.
Well, Canelo started fighting at like 15 professionally.
Yeah. And over there, whatever. You know, they come over with a lot of fluff on their record. Like Mexico.
But look at his record now. There's no way Munguia is going to fight as many world champions as Canelo. I just don't see it happening without continuously getting fucked up.
Right.
Yeah.
But I just think it's gonna be a cool fight to watch, man. I don't expect too much out of them. And like I say, especially in this day and age, people ain't trying to fight like that who got belts. They trying to keep them belts separate, this, that, and the third. I think they hate that they even like Bud even
Munguia ain't got no belt.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about staying away. Like I'm not gonna give him a shot to get all these belts and this and the third. He ain't got shit, or this and that third. Just give a nigga a shot. It don't work like that no more.
Boo Boo was begging for the Munguia fight, man. He was his mandatory.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he could beat Boo Boo because he had every opportunity in the world to become a champion at 160 when Boo Boo was there. Same with Triple G.
Yeah.
They declined all those fights for Munguia, bro. I don't know if you remember this, but they declined all these fights.
Yeah.
He was these niggas mandatory, man.
Right.
So, and Boo Boo, after Quigley fight, called him out. Middle of the ring, you my mandatory, bro. Let's fight.
Nah, they didn't think he was ready. They didn't think he was ready. That's why I don't pay attention when I see up and coming fighters. They be like, he's 32 and like, what? From where? Like, where they come from? What did he say? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man, I don't pay attention to all of that. Like, you could fluff your record up. That's the only gripe that people have with Haney. Like, they say he had a bunch of fights over in Mexico and all that stuff. You know, it's like one of the same. That's why I tell people, don't just point out on his. You got to point out then almost.
Yeah, but he just now hitting 30 fights, man. This nigga's got over 40 fights, man.
Right. That be them bar fights.
And he only 2 years older than Devin. Shit.
Right. That be them bar fights, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how I go over there, and we know the Russians and them. They stay in the amateurs till they down at 30.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have
some
amateur record. They be
them
having,
Ukrainian, some of them
they
Ukrainian.
be having
I
400
got two
fights.
questions too for you before we get out of here too, man.
All right.
First, who do you like in the Ryder Munguia fight?
I'm going with my gear.
You seen how tough of a time he gave Canelo, even though I think Canelo won it
Yeah.
decisively, but he's a
Yeah.
tough son of a bitch.
I'm
You like
going to give it to
Munguia?
Munguia. I think Munguia going to take it to him, bro. That's just.
Nobody's been able to knock out Ryder. Does Munguia knock out Ryder?
No.
Not even Canelo.
No.
So you're going to take Munguia's majority decision, unanimous, or
majority decision?
Okay.
Yeah, majority decision. I mean, shit. Just based off the fact that the reach, you know what I'm saying, and just being headstrong as he is, he don't run or nothing like that.
Matter of fact, what you want to do tomorrow night, man? You want to do a fight party tomorrow night?
Yeah, I do it.
Watch party.
I do it every Saturday.
Oh, okay. I didn't catch it. I didn't catch the Michaela joint. You did the Michaela joint last week?
No, I didn't do Michaela. Nuh-uh.
Oh.
No, that was Michaela was early in the day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like
I didn't do that one.
Yeah. Oh, so you just do the night joints?
Yeah, I usually do it all. I'll be honest with all day, but my baby, I had to send my baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And last question. Dimitri Bivol, Artabeta There's a lot of traffic in the chat too. Oh, shout out my guy Mark Nash TV in the building. What up, fam?
What do, Mark?
Got to get my guy on the panel one day. I'm gonna come over there and rock with you too on that panel, man. I keep missing you. Artabeta Dimitri Bivol. I wanted to pick your brain on that one.
I'm going to Bivol.
Okay, you like Bivol?
It's the classic boxer versus the puncher, bro.
Yeah,
that boy, he gonna be following Bivol all around, and I'm gonna tell you, if he do not Bivol out, it's not gonna be a headshot. It's gonna be wear and tear to that damn body.
To better Biev's body.
No, Bivol. It better Biev not Bivol out. It's gonna be to his body.
Okay. I'm taking better Biev in that fight, bro.
Woo-wee.
Yeah, I'm taking Mr. Atypical.
Way I see that
nigga,
he gotta slow that man down. Because he gonna be on his bicycle, bro.
He made a rock, bro. That's how everybody eventually look at the Caleb Smith fight. Everybody eventually versus better Biev get on their bike.
Yeah.
They eventually get on that goddamn bike. Yeah, and what do? He turns straight into seek and destroy and break the motherfuckers down.
Go 12 rounds on a bicycle though, man. That's the only reason I picked him, man. He gonna box his shit and he can keep that.
There's a lot of spots though. Bivol be trying to fight too though. Look at the Canelo fight. Look at the Zerto fight.
Yeah, I don't think he'll be.
Look at his last fight.
I don't think he'll be that stupid though, bro.
He better not.
He'll be that stupid, bro.
I'm taking better Biev, and I think he's gonna get him out. I think he quit on the stoop or he knocks him out.
Man. Better be, let me tell you, better be got a hammer. Anytime you can fight with that type of gash in your head, say that shit made him mad. That's why he knocked him out. Oh, that's dude, old Drago ass dude.
Shout out Mark said, Atypical better Biev got the secret sauce. Yeah, that nigga got some secret sauce. Yeah, man, because listen, better Biev ain't seen nothing like this, man. I'm not better Biev, but Bivol, he ain't seen nothing like that. I like Bivol. I like what he was able to do with Canelo. He had the perfect timing. He had the perfect footwork. He had the perfect game plan. And he pressed forward when it was necessary against Canelo, even, being a bully at times, getting Canelo up against the ropes. You know what I'm saying? It's just letting his hands go. It's going to be different with better Biev, man. Hey. You know what I mean? Then he don't mind taking one to give too. But this shit hurt.
It's gonna be a good.
It's gonna be a good fight, bro.
I
can't wait for that one, man.
Made it happen, bro. It wasn't gonna happen no time soon. So I'm glad that money was there. We definitely want to see. I like the way I say. Now
the Saudis, they told the WBC, hey, y'all quit bullshitting.
Hey, for real,
y'all quit. WBC, man, take this goddamn money.
Dude, y'all stop bullshitting to make their own belt. This dude made an undisputed belt, bro.
Yeah.
Man, we don't care about them belts. Just what you gonna get.
Bullshit.
You get
these sanctioning bodies, y'all go ahead and get this. This the fight we want to see. And I know this is not an appealing fight to the casuals, but this is a big fight. It's for undisputed at 75.
Yeah.
At 75 is about to get interesting in a couple years, man. A year or two,
bro.
when Benavidez go up there, Morel, he's going up there. These guys it's gonna get interesting.
It's gonna be crazy.
For sure, man. I had to ask you those questions, man. Anything else you wanted, man? We've been going for a minute, so I know
we be on this motherfucker.
I'm a slump. You know, I talk to y'all goddamn night for real.
Facts. Yeah, we've been on 2 hours 10 minutes now, man. We finna sign off this thing though, man. But I'm definitely gonna be over here tomorrow though. Definitely gonna be.
All right, well there, man. I'm gonna rock with you. We'll do the watch party. And we'll get up beforehand, man, get a little layout and see how we want to do it and rock out. I appreciate everybody in the chat, man. And much love to my guys, Mark Nash, Black Jesus, James Daly, my guy Mark Wynn. All the love y'all be showing your boy, man. I truly appreciate y'all. And big shout out 913 Boxer, man, hitting up the super thanks, man. That's dope, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
My guy Slick 50, GMT Sports, Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Go ahead and sign us off, man.
Man, y'all know what it is. It's your boy Slick 50, big heavy bag in this thing, man. Stay tuned to see more content with us together, man. All that great stuff. Y'all know how I get down. Every Saturday we do the fight party. Every Friday, live, the judges table. Stay tuned for all the latest and greatest content from both of our channels. Make sure you subscribe to Heavy Bag Boxing TV. Make sure you check me out over on GMT Sports. All right, this your boy,
yes, sir,
50, man. I'm out of here.
Salute, my guy. I'm out of here. Peace.
Deuces.